gets incredibly minimized and your ability to maximize your output.
Many ladies are concerned that doing burpees, jumping jack are bad for the knees at this age, 50. How can we exercise and get this and the body that we want and not getting pain in our knees?
Pain in your knees. That usually is a major contributor to how a person's lifestyle is, more so than their age. And I'm saying that because, look, you could be 50, or you could be 30, or you could be 13. It doesn't matter so much what the age is. If you have problems in the knees, number one, or number two, if you're not properly warming up that section of your body, it'll cause excess damage that your body doesn't need to go through. Now, do we see more of it in the older ages, like 40, 50, 60? Yeah, absolutely. But that's because they've had, most likely, 40, 50, 60 years of not learning how to take care of their joints in a way that can support excess training or additional training like burpees and squats and all that stuff. You know, I don't think anyone's ever born to just be able to do burpees and squats, just like not everybody's born to learn how to drive a car. But just like driving a car, you weren't born to know that, you learned how to do it. When it comes to using your knees in a way where you don't hurt yourself, you can also learn how to do it. So the question is how? Well, no matter what your age, the first thing you gotta do always, that we always do, is we do a proper warm-up. The warm-up is essential because there's a fascia that covers your entire body. Fascia is kind of like this rubbery elastic stuff that covers your muscle tissue. And that has to be warmed. And if it's not warmed, it means it's very brittle or it feels brittle. And a lot of times when people feel problems in their knees or in their joints, sometimes it is the joint. And sometimes it's just the bands or the fascia or the tendons and ligaments around it that are causing added tension, that are causing them to believe that they have a joint problem. When really, not always, okay? Sometimes it is a joint problem. But sometimes it can be alleviated by just doing a proper warm-up. Once a person is properly warmed up, then number two, I always recommend to people, do what your body can handle at this level. Do what your body can handle at this level. So, if you're someone who hasn't worked out in 30 years and you're 45 years old and you decide, okay, today's the day, I'm going hard, Rocky Balboa type style all the way. You go run 20 kilometers on day one, you might end up having some heart problems or joint issues. That might be a bit much, right? Or if you're a guy and or let's say you're a female and you want to go, you want to tone up your butt and you want to do those grounded hip raises where we see a lot of the Instagram females are putting the bar on their hips and they're throwing their butts up and down, right? With the bar, the weighted bar. You might have to start with the bar. Like, don't look at the Instagram or the YouTube girl and be like, well, she's doing 45 pounds a side times 3. Well, I should be able to do that. No. You gotta listen to your body. So conclusion, if you don't have a current joint issue and the pain that you're feeling or assuming you might feel is the thought process is, well, maybe I'm too old or maybe I have to be extra careful because of age. Really what it boils down to is preparedness. You just got to learn how to prepare your body to go and do that physical activity. And if you gradually allow yourself to build, so no ego, okay? And I say it out of respect. Ego is super common in the fitness arena because everyone is always trying to outdo the next thing. If you're trying to go in that route, you're guaranteed injuries. What I usually recommend is just follow your own body's response. So if you feel good at doing, let's say, squats, but it hurts if you do past 30 squats, stick to 20 squats for a couple of weeks. That's fine, right? Let's say you're doing an overhead barbell press. Let's say you got the bar on your back and you're doing squats with some weight. The bar, let's say it's 45 pounds. Let's say that feels too heavy. Okay, start with the 25-pound bar. Start with the 35-pound. Start with a broomstick. Right? Listen to your body, and if you're willing to do that, you're going to notice that your injuries go way down, your joint pain gets incredibly minimized, and your ability to maximize your output is far greater because you're always listening to what your body needs versus what you're just demanding it to do because that's just what you want to do.
Yeah, this is so important. I really wanted to share this. Before I started my resistance training as weightlifting, I used to jog a lot, and then eventually my knees started to get a lot of pain, and I thought, maybe I'm getting older. But then eventually you explained to me the muscles around my legs were not there to support my knees. So what we did was we worked on building the muscles around my legs and glutes, and that was so powerful. So now I can do so much without getting knee pain. So if you're afraid to have a knee pain, maybe develop some muscles and then go back to the exercise, like doing squats, doing jumping jack first, right? Building the core foundation.
Okay. In conclusion, do what your body is able to do at this stage. Now, if your body can do this much, let's say you can do jumping jacks, do the jumping jacks and then just push it a little bit further. And if that hurts already, then tone it down. If it feels good here, go to that next level. But pay attention more to what your body's telling you versus what the public or what other people or the magazine or YouTube. You know, and I say that out of respect in closing this video, because when someone's watching this video, chances are they're reading or looking at something else that's telling them you should be doing all of this. But it's like, I always tell my athletes all the time, you'll always get advice from everyone, but the final decision has to come from yourself. And as long as you make yourself, your own decisions, the priority, the chances of you getting hurt is much less, and the chances of rewarding yourself is much greater. Granted, you're listening to yourself with no ego, no expectation, and just really listening to the biofeedback that your body is passing to you, because it's giving you feedback every single day.
Yeah, it's very important to listen to your own body and where you need, instead of compare yourself to the people, the athletes who already been working for years to get there.
Right.
Thank you.